Steel Skeleton Frame by Group 7.
This is our group members.
Steel skeleton frame are a type of building structure made from steel column and beams. These frames act like the bones of a building, supporting the weight of the floor, roof, and walls. They are strong, flexible, and can be built quickly, making them very popular for modern construction. Steel frames are often used in tall buildings, factories, warehouses, and bridges because they can handle heavy loads and resist wind and earthquake force. The open layout of steel frame also allows for large, open interior spaces without many walls. Overall, steel skeleton frame provide a safe, durable, and efficient way to build all kinds of structures.
Purpose of steel skeleton frame.
The first and the most important purpose of a skeleton frame is to carry the building's load. This means it supports the full weight of the entire building, including the floors, wall, and the roof. All that weight is transferred through the skeleton frame down to the ground safely. Without this structure, the building will not be able to stand or hold its own weight. Secondly, the skeleton frame gives the building stability. It helps the building stay upright and strong, especially during external forces such as wind, earthquakes, or even vibration from nearby traffic or constructions. This makes the building much safer and more durable over time. The third purpose is to make it possible to build tall or multi-story buildings. The skeleton frame system allows construction to go upward, not just sideways. This is very useful for commercial buildings, office, shopping malls, or apartment blocks in urban areas where space is limited and going vertical is necessary. Lastly, a skeleton frame helps to separate structural parts from non-structural elements. With this system, walls are not part of the main structure, so they can be added or moved easily based on the building's design or function. For example, partition walls in offices or rooms in houses can be changed without affecting the building's overall strength.
Methods of installing steel skeleton frame. Moving on to the method of installation. First, install a base plate on top of the concrete foundation to receive the vertical steel column. The base plate helps ensure the column will be erected vertically and in the correct position. Secondly, before lifting, inspect each steel column for any damage, rust, or fabrication errors. Once we verify this thing, use a crane to lift and accurately place the column onto the foundation and base plate. Thirdly, after the erection, secure the column to the base plate using anchor plates by either bolting or welding. Install a cap plate at the top of the column, which helps tie the whole structure and prepare for beam connections later on. Fourth, further secure the column to the foundation using holding down bolts. Box the foundation temporarily to hold the bolts in place and grout beneath the base plate using a cement and sand mortar mix to ensure full bearing contact. Fifth, once all columns are securely in place, lift the main horizontal beams or girders using a crane. Position them carefully to avoid misalignment and ensure structural accuracy. 6. Connect the main beams to the columns using anchor clips and secure by bolting or welding. If beams rest on top of columns, install top and bottom plates to facilitate proper connection. Next, use a crane to lift and place the secondary beams. Ensure proper alignment with the main structure. Next, secure the secondary beam to the main beams using anchor clips. The connection can be made by bolting or welding, depending on the design. Lastly, apply protective paint to all exposed structural steel surfaces. This can be done either off-site before delivery or on-site after erection, depending on site conditions and specifications.
Advantages of steel skeleton frame.
These are the advantages of steel skeleton frames. First, high strength but lightweight. Steel is very strong compared to other materials like timber or concrete. But even though it's strong, steel is lighter. Because it is lightweight, it reduces the load on the foundation, which means it can save foundation costs. It is also easy to transport and handle. That's why steel is very suitable for high-rise buildings and large-span structures like malls or factories. Second is fast construction. Steel components are made in the factory first. After that, workers bring the parts to the site and just assemble them. This process is very fast compared to traditional methods like concrete. Another benefit is less affected by bad weather like rain because most of the work is already done in the factory, so it saves both time and labor cost. Third is durability. Steel is very durable. It does not have problems like termites, pests, or rotting like wood. It is also strong against bad weather, earthquakes, and fire. But for fire, we need to apply fireproof coating. Unlike timber, steel does not crack, warp, or shrink. It has a long lifespan and only needs minimal maintenance.
Disadvantages of steel skeleton frame.
Steel skeleton frame have some disadvantages to consider. First, steel can become weak when exposed to very high heat, such as during a fire. In a fire, the frame can bend or even fall down. This means extra fireproof material are needed to protect the structure, which can increase the cost. Second, steel is easily affected by moisture and can rust over time, especially in water-wet areas. To prevent this, the steel must be coated or painted regularly, which add to maintenance burden and cost. Lastly, steel construction can be more expensive at the beginning compared to material like wood or concrete. It requires skilled workers, special tools to cut, join, and protect treatment. Even though it may save money in the long run, the initial cost is higher.
In conclusion, the steel skeleton frame plays an important role in modern construction. Its main purposes are to carry the building load, provide structural stability, enable multi-story construction, and separate structural and non-structural elements. It offers many advantages such as high strength but lightweight, fast construction, and durability. Despite some disadvantages like damage by fire, rust easily, and high cost at the beginning, but the benefits often outweigh the drawbacks. With the right installation methods and proper maintenance, steel skeleton frames are a reliable and sustainable choice for various building projects.
Thank you for watching. Bye.